with Victoria Violet, coming here live to do your reading, and hope you join in soon. As you join in, I'll be shuffling. We're going to be using quite a bit of tarot cards today. Today is, we're going to be doing an Orisha reading. So let's go, Libra, let's go. Let's see whatever it is that Spirit wants to tell us today. And we're going to take it all in and decipher it, right? Oh, by the way, in case you guys haven't gotten anything for your celebration, I have. I am so raring to go. This is so awesome. We're embarking on a new year. And I, for one, am so happy. I'm so happy to be getting rid of this year between 2020 and 2025. Good riddance to all the heartache, the sorrow, the people that we had to leave behind, people that we didn't get to say goodbye to, that COVID took. I mean, it just everything. But let's see what's coming. I'm going to do the main reading as people come in, okay? See what's coming for my Libras, my beautiful Libras. Ooh, you got the Star card. Awesome. Ooh, yes. Money's on its way, and other things that you're going to have to be deciding on are also on their way to you. So, wow, Libra. This is interesting to me because, wow, it's a new year, and I didn't expect that much change to come, but it is coming, and I'll decipher these for you in just a second. Let me go ahead and finish putting them out. And this is our first deck. Ooh, this one came in reverse. That's fine. I'll tell you why in a second. So this is going to be a different kind of Sunday reading. We are going into, like I said, our Tarot Weight Rider deck. We've got two of them. And then we have the Orisha deck, and then we've got the Hoodoo deck. So we are in it today. Today we're going to be just spreading everything around and making sure that we cover all bases. Hi to whoever joined. Please come on in. You are welcome. So the first card you got was a star. I can't lift it up because of YouTube. You already know she's naked as she came into the world. So the star card is the first card here. And it's the strongest because it's the theme, right? So what you're about to embark in, if you allow yourself, Libra, is a lot of positive luck. And you have been building from the ground up. You've been building whatever it is that you want, okay? And it's about to come. But there are decisions that have to be made. And yeah, I have to cover these two. It is the Lover's card, okay? Which is the Wish card, or you could call it the Choice card, okay? They're coming out because you're gonna have to make a decision, because something here is either dead or dying, and you gotta let it go. Gosh, I didn't mean to like giggle, because they're literally telling me there's, for some people, there's literally a death in your family and you have no choice but to let it go. That one is a lot more definite, right? When we lose people, or when we have people that are in our family or love, you know, our partner, etc., that passes away, that is a very, very big, rigid, I have to let it go, because you don't have a choice, right? Hi there, is it Machang? How are you doing? But for those that are going through, wow, for those that are going through a breakup or a divorce, this is a definite ending. I'm sorry, there's no reason to revive it, because every single sword is in your back. Every single sword has penetrated in one way, shape, or another, to the point to where there's nothing here to be regained or to be revived, okay? So just let it go. But there is something that's coming financially for those others that are not going through relationship woes. And the Star card is coming in first to show you you do have star power. You are the one that's being looked at right now. And they see the work. They see that you need a little bit of tweaking. It says a little bit of tweaking. Don't kill the messenger, okay? I'm only the oracle. You may need possibly just a little bit of push in the right direction, or a little bit of tweaking in whatever it is you do at work or career or finances or Perhaps you have a business, but they're saying there's something that you need just a little bit of a tweaking to. And other than that, you're fine. And also, I see a bunch of blue in the star card as well as the 7 of coins. What does that mean to me? That means that people do, I don't want to use the word revere, but they do respect you because of your beliefs. Okay, they see that you are very strong in your beliefs, that you hold them and that you hold on to them and that you act accordingly. What does that mean for people, lay people, right? Hi, Cameron. That means that whatever you talk the talk, you also walk the walk. So they respect you for that because you don't shift from here to there and there to here, right? You're always the same, and that's a good thing. But there is a decision you're going to be making soon because perhaps something dies at work or ends for you or someone else, and you're going to be shifted accordingly to your next either position, they're telling me, or your next task, whatever that means for you, okay? But that's for some people that are going through changes at work. There is a decision. It's up to you whether you take this new position, new spot, or new task on at work, or you don't. But for others of you, oh wow, you are going to be receiving, they want me to continue, you are going to be receiving the help that you need to learn something new. You will be receiving the help that you need to learn something new. I always tell you guys, this card reminds me of the Highlander. For those that are too young, you need to watch the original Highlander movie when they actually say there can only be one and the quickening happens. Why do I say that? Because in this card, in the Rider deck, it always denotes, it always shows someone who is defeating everyone else that comes at them. So even if you don't feel like you're strong enough, Libra, to do what you need to do at work, to make that change or to get that certification so that you can change positions or go higher, right, in the hierarchy of your company, you will be able to. I promise you that, because you're the last one standing. You have the World card right here as well. So whatever's coming for you in 2026 is very strong. This, for me, I normally don't read reversals because I take a look at them and then I leave them, right? But in this instance, you're not filled with ideas that are going nowhere. That's what this normally is. Somebody is always in thought. Somebody is always chasing a dream. You're not chasing the dream anymore. It's already been a possibility. It's already been made. Like God is already, it's already in the ethers, hanging around for you. All you have to do, hi Keith, all you have to do is reach out and grab it. Be open, be receptive to spirit so they can help you. And in the physical, right, where we live in the 3D, 4D, 5D, whatever you want to call it. Nowadays, everybody's got a different term for it. Here on Earth, in the 3D, you're actually also going to receive help. So please make sure you don't disregard it. If somebody says, hey, would you like to try something different? Would you like to go to a different position? Don't say no. Try it. Okay, what is the star card here for, please? The star card. Tell us more. Oh, things have been really hard for you in the past, Libra. Things have been really, really tough for you in the past. Okay? But right now, the energy is beautiful for you. Look, you get the sun. So whatever it is that you've worked your little tail off for, it's going to come to fruition. It's coming. You're going to be able to touch, smell, and taste it. So just keep going. It's been hard. It's been rough. But you've rode on, I guess you could say, the biggest bronco in the rodeo, and you surpassed. You didn't fall off. You get it. You know, the bull ride. You got it. You won. So while my heart goes out to you guys that have had a hard time in 2025, still do not give up. What is this 7 of coins, please? 7 of coins. What does it mean for my Libras, please? And thank you. And remember, I'm going to be going into the Orisha deck in just a bit. Ooh, what it means for you is a victory. Hallelujah. You get the Ace of Swords. Ooh, having to take a breath for that one, because it feels like you did a lot of work. You made a lot of sacrifices, but you won. I keep saying you won because That's what Spirit is telling me. Always remember, yes, you made the sacrifice, but you won. You got it. You got it done. So something positive is on its way to you. Ooh, that one almost flew off the table. Guys, did y'all see that this flew this way? Look what it is. And I know I shouldn't be showing it to you. Sorry, YouTube. I'm going to put it like this temporarily. It's the Lover's card, right? That's what I showed you guys in the beginning. Okay. Show it real fast. It's the Lover's card. So you got two of the same cards on top of each other. When I asked for clarity as to what this is, they literally told me the clarity that you're seeking. Hi, is it Sarab Gar? Hi, how are you doing? Literally told me, people, and yeah, I said hello to you, Keith. I wanted to make sure I did. You're just gonna have to make a choice. Literally, you're gonna have to make a choice. That's what came up on top of each other. You're going to have to make a choice. One thing for sure that you guys, if you realize it or you don't realize it, because maybe you watch a lot of tarot or you don't, when Spirit wants us to really hyper focus on something, they repeat it. So there is a choice, a decision you're going to have to be making shortly, perhaps till end of the 2025. We're still in December, going into early January. Okay, remember that. Why is the Death card here, please? Why is the Death card? But it looks like that decision is going to change your life in some way. So I would go forward with that. Okay. Oh, wow. Look, look, look again. The Seven of Cups is coming out. I told you guys, when they want to overemphasize on something, they will tell us more than once. My God, I asked, what is this Death doing here? This Death card. Allow your mind to soar and dream, they're telling me, but only when necessary. Like, if you want to implement changes at work and someone comes and tells you, hey, I'd like to fit you into this position, you need to start thinking from the get-go. You need to start thinking on your feet. They need to know why they should hire you for that position, move you over, etc. You got to go in with both barrels. You need to show them who you are, Libra, and why they need you. Look at that. You're being seen or placed above others as the Empress. And my gentlemen that are here, do not think that you cannot have a feminine energy. The Empress is everything beautiful, everything that's fruitful, everything that multiplies, everything that grows. She's very generous and loving and caring with her energy. So as a manager or supervisor, it's someone everybody could like. Okay, so think about it that way. My God, that's beautiful. Okay, the Six of Coins, please. What is the Six of Coins, please, and thank you. Six of Coins, why is it here? Six of Coins, please. Ooh, that one I almost had to throw all the cards on the table, guys. Okay, so you have the King of Coins coming in there. So for me, the King of Coins is going to be very beneficial to you, Libra. Make sure that whoever comes towards you and they want to work with you, be good to them, be nice to them. Don't push them to the side thinking, what do they want? They want to help you is what they want. So accept the help, okay? Five of Swords. Why is Libra having to defend themselves? Oh, because you can. They told me because you can. Why is Libra having to defend themselves with this Five of Swords, please? Oh my gosh, I said because you can, because your work is impeccable. Your work speaks for itself. Look at that, Libra. Some of you that are artists, you write poetry or you write music or you write stories, or even painters, people that are musicians, people that are teachers, whatever it is, your work is being looked at. What is the World card, please, and thank you? Ooh, Lord, you gotta be kidding me. Look at that. For the World card, you got Justice and you got the Death card, the Death Rider. But this is actual change that's taking place. Look at that. Wow. When they say the world is your oyster, they really mean it. They really mean it, because change is on its way. Whew, man, that's taking my breath away. I feel like you guys are going to be running. Who I'm talking to today in this portion of the tarot, My God, you're going to be doing so much. You're going to be so busy, but it's going to be fulfilling, they're telling me. That you're just running, running, running. I can't even catch my breath. It's crazy. I can't even catch my breath. That's wild. Okay, why is Seven of Cups here twice? Why did the Seven of Cups come out here twice, please? So get ready because people are going to ask you questions. You need to be ready with those answers, okay? Hi, Michelle. Oh, from Hawaii. Aloha. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us. Please, guys, if you guys haven't decided yet to become part of the family here on YouTube, please do. I'd love to have you. And you know what, guys? I'm 30 subscribers away from the 5,000 mark. Please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the hype button. All you have to do is scroll all the way to the left to see the hype button. Is that JKL Leo? I don't know. JK Leo? Hi, how are you doing? I don't know what that means, but okay, you're welcome. So what is the Seven of Cups here? What is it doing here twice over? Please and thank you. And guys, just have a little more patience because we're going to go into the Orishas. For those that don't know what that is, it's the Aruba. It's a different religion. It's an African-based religion. So just hold on, okay? Anything else on these Seven of Cups? Because, my God, you were so talkative. Let me take this one. Oh my God, Libra, today's reading is just so fantastic. And yeah, she's naked. Oh, sorry, forgot YouTube. The Star card again. Oh my God, guys. All I can say is whatever's coming to you, you better get ready because there's a lot of changes coming your way. And for some of you, especially at work, you know how we gripe sometimes, oh, I wish I could make changes. If I was the boss, I'd do X, Y, Z. Okay. It looks like for some of you, you're about to get that chance. So you better put your money where your mouth is. In other words, put it into practice. Put it on paper if you forget things. But you're going to have the opportunity to see or say, how do you want this change to come about? What would you do differently? Be ready, guys. And I cannot believe you got a bunch of naked people. You got a bunch of naked people. You got the Choice card twice, the Lovers card. You got the Star card twice. Oh my God. And then you got one reverse and one upside. So stop thinking over time, meaning you don't have to think that much. Things in the positive are coming. They're changing for you. But think about ideas that you would implement if you were the boss. Oh my God, Libra, that is so awesome sauce. Okay. Let's go into our actual tarot deck that I wanted to use for today, which is the Orisha deck. And let's go, Libra. Let's see what they're going to tell us. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. Is it Lisa? Is it Hispana? Lispanada? Is that, I hope I pronounced that correct. I'm sorry for that. For Aries, well, if you're here, my love, that means that this is for you. If you feel like you're hearing something in the positive and you've stayed, this is your reading. Orishas, let's see what they have to tell us today. Bringing in the spirit of Chango, because I think I'd like to hear from El Chango, okay? I was going to put on my collares and I didn't. I have them, guys. For those that don't know that about me, I am a half-seated santera. That means that I didn't go all the way in the rituals, but I am half-seated. Wow, guys. You got the Tower again. You got the Tower again. And you got the Justice again. This is freaking awesome. There are challenges here. I'm not going to sit here and tell you they're not. There are some challenges here, but you can surpass these. You just have to keep going. You have the Six of Bastos, okay? You have the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is a beautiful card. It's a card of balance. Amongst everything that's been said about it, it's a card of balance. So just think about it in that way. You have a lot of balance going out of the year and into a new year. You do have the Tower card coming up because I'm telling you, the changes that you haven't seen yet are coming. Some of them are going to be very drastic, and you're going to fear that you're losing your job for some of you, or that you don't know which way to go. Don't feel that way. Go with the energy. Just go with the energy, guys, okay? You have the Knight of Wands. Lots of communication is coming towards you, okay? Caballo de Bastos, okay? You have a lot of positive changes coming to you. You have the Knave of Pentacles here, okay? And that knave, that page, is coming in because they're wanting you to know that you're being offered something. Look, the King of Pentacles is coming out again, guys. So the King of Pentacles is going to be very important to all these changes that are coming your way. Very important. Very important. Where you might have felt in the past, you see that? In the past, you might have felt with the Ten of Wands like, nothing goes my way, it's so unjust. For a lot of people, it's at work or even friendships or even in the family unit. You feel like you're not heard, you're not seen, and at work you feel like you're not appreciated. Oh no, contraire, oh contraire, oh contraire, you get the Justice card again. So you are going to see changes that are going your way, my Libras. Changes are going your way. So don't feel like they're not going to happen, but it's still going to take some effort on your part because you have gone through a lot, but that doesn't mean that things can't change, because look, the Wheel of Fortune comes out, and this wheel is here to tell us that changes are on their way. The King of Wands, they're in your favor. They're coming out as, I don't know if you want to say a champion, but they are championing your cause. So you can rely on them. They're good people. Knight of Pentacles is coming out. Things that have gone really, really slow for you in the past. But look, you have the Nine of Cups. Very, very beautiful energy coming through. Happiness is coming through. They're just asking you for patience. And for some of you that you felt like maybe there wasn't going to be a change at work, it's coming, but it is coming slow. So don't get discouraged. You have the Strength card coming out, okay? So it's telling you, you have to have patience. But your new beginnings are falling right there on top of the Justice card. Oh, look, my dears. With the Ten of Wands, with such heaviness and feeling like you were not wanted or not desired or not needed. But look, you get the Four of Wands right on top of that. So to me, what is that saying? That's saying just hold on. Things are changing in the positive for you. Look, the Six of Cups. Everything you've done in the past is going to come back around, and you're going to see. This is the Seven of Swords, people trying to get away with murder. We already know, trying to make our life a living hell, but it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Here's the Knave of Cups, okay? Here's the Knave of Cups. Ooh, this is an angry Queen of Coins here. Let's see why she's angry. Because you're messing with her money. You're messing with her money. How the heck is Libra messing with her money? She thinks you've done black magic on her. She thinks you've done black magic on her there with the High Priestess. Because her money, she feels like her money's going to you. Libra, do you do black magic? Because I know that I don't have to lift a finger. I know that my God is stronger than anything out there, and he will supersede everything for me. Look, the money is ending for someone with the Ten of Swords. The money is ending for someone. That's not your fault. The Two of Wands. So somebody's not getting along with another person. They're trying to find a balance there for the Seven of Wands. But I always say there's a balancing act. There's a balancing act that has to be done or had. You see that? A lot of truths are coming out, Libra. A lot of truths are coming out. I don't think that's your fault, though. You see the Six of Swords? Yeah, in this deck, that means a divorce. That means an ending. We have the King of Cups coming out. What does he want? He's coming out with the Hierophant. Ooh, right over the angry Queen there. Oh my Lord, because something's happening super fast with the Eight of Wands. What is it? Look, do you see that? That's the life that they have with this Queen of Coins. You know, where I feel like where she is claiming, and it is a female karmic. I feel that where she's blaming you, Libra, for black magic, it's because her magic didn't go anywhere. Like it stopped working. All the magic she's paid for in the world is not working because God is in charge. You have the Knight of Cups. And again, the Choice card. See the Lovers? It's coming out because I'm telling you, it looks like for those of you that are in, let's say, a break, or if you're not talking to someone right now, that didn't want to come out. If somebody is on your mind or you're on their mind and you haven't talked to this person or little to none, you haven't communicated very often or very much, they're thinking about you, Libra, because this person is driving them crazy. I'm telling you, because they know this is almost a done deal, meaning like, you know, have you ever had a steak that was either undercooked or overcooked? Well, this steak is overcooked. They can't cook it anymore. This has to end in a divorce. But here we go with the Two of Coins. Why is the Two of Coins coming out? Because some people don't know when to let go. Okay, it might be some kind of tradition, or it might be just stubborn pride. They don't want the family or onlookers to think of them as failures, so they stay. Well, if they stay, I think that's wonderful. You should stay in your marriage, but then stop complaining when things don't go right. Hi, is it Talero? Talor? Talelor? I'm sorry if I can't pronounce your name correctly. Please forgive me for that. I can say Marin. Marin. But yeah, sometimes if people don't want to let go, well, then they shouldn't be complaining, okay? They should just suck it up, buttercup, and then just live with the karmic the way they are. But no, woe is me, oh, comfort me, oh, because poor me, they treat me horrible at home. Well, leave. Oh no, that's against my religion. That's against my tradition. Well, then suck it up, buttercup. Suck it up and shut up, buttercup. Okay, Nine of Coins. Nine of Coins. Oh, counting those coins, are we? Here we go with the Two of Cups, Libra. Woo, Libra. Libra, will you give me help with the Six of Coins? Will you, Libra? Is that something you want to do? Because they think that you have the star power. They think you got the moolah, the money, the dinero. But this is what some of these Libras are going to act like with the cross watcher. You see that, Libra? She's a little bit out of control there. She's a little bit out of control there. For those that know who Kalima is, one of the stories is that she went into a trance and she killed everybody, including her husband. I know Kali from a different side because literally when I was very, very much younger, she initiated me via a vision. And that's why I esteem her. And then to come to find later that she's literally part of my lineage from India, because my ancestors 1,000 years back were from India. And it's crazy, but this is what this is reminding me of somebody that's going to be like, you know, Alice in Wonderland, off with their head, off with their head. You need to be careful, cross watcher, what you're going to come back and talk to the Libra about. If it's going to be talking to the Libra about nonsense or lies, do not come back, because you might get your head cut off. That's all I'm saying. The Sun. Why? Because they feel like if they come talk to the Libra is going to give them hope and clarity. The Libra tried to give you hope and clarity, but you didn't want that. So think about that before you come back to the Libra, okay? And I said think about that, and that's the Hermit. That is the Hermit. That's the Hermit. So stop and think about it. You need to come in with clarity for yourself, okay? Because they want a new beginning, Libra. Oh my God, this reading turned into a love reading here. But they know, you see the Four of Swords? They know that you can do one of two things with those swords. Either you're going to accept them lovingly, or you're going to put those in their back. That's what they think. I don't think the Libra wants to put swords in anybody's back. I think Libra is to the point to where Libra just wants to be left alone and in peace. I don't think the Libra cares to put any swords in anybody's back. I really don't. Oh, the devil energy. Why is the devil energy here? Because they know that what you want is real love. What you want, and it's coming out twice over, because look, these are the cards that are being laid. They're being laid on top of each other, guys. So this is the Six of Swords. This is an ending that happened, right? But look, the Two of Cups and the Ace of Cups together, they know what you want. They're not stupid. If they act stupid or if they behave like they don't know, oh, what does Libra want? I don't know. I don't know what Libra wants. Yeah, Libra has told you or made it clear to you several times, at the very least, several different times, what they want from you. So if you don't know what Libra wants, that's your problem, cross-watcher, not theirs. So they're afraid that you're going to send them packing. You just might. I'm just saying, you just might. So they're going to come kind of acting with the Knave of Wands. They're going to come acting kind of like submissive. Hey, Libra, I'm back. Hey, Libra, I'm offering you an olive branch. Hey, Libra, I'm offering you an apology, you know. And I'm not kidding you guys. But the thing is it real? I don't know. Look, the Fool card is coming out because they're trying to tell you they want this new beginning. I do believe they want the new beginning, Libra. Please don't take me wrong. I do believe they want the new beginning with you. What I don't know yet is, do they mean wanting to come and wanting to open up every avenue of communication with you, not just in bed and how your bodies communicate with each other. Oh, by the way, guys, in case I haven't made the disclaimer today, this is an adult channel. If you're under 18, please go away. There's something by the name of COPA, and that is to help everybody on YouTube land to be responsible towards our youth and our children. So with that said, here you have the Moon card. You have the Moon card. Yeah, they want the new beginning, but I have the Moon. I have the Moon. So here we have the Four of Cups. I know they want some unity there. That's showing. They want the unity between you guys. But do you see here? It's the Seven of Cups. And they're afraid to walk away from where they are. So what does that tell me, Libra? That tells me that regardless of whether they want to come and start something brand new with you, they haven't made the decision. And this decision has been long in coming. For many of you, it's been years. For some of you, if you've just met this person, run. Run. You don't have any reason to be giving this person the ability to walk into your life and waltz right back out. Why am I saying that? Because this person doesn't appear to be the kind of person that you can rely on or that actually is going to stick around. They might just want either your physical person, or they want your finances, or they want to brag, you know, having brag rights. I got another notch in my belt. So be careful with this person, Libra. Be very, very careful. But they are mentioning love. But look, Libra. Oh my God, Libra. This is the Queen of Wands. I'm telling you, they've got somebody. They've got somebody here that's very angry. And for some, they have more than somebody. They have bodies. They've got more than one person that they give themselves to prior to coming around to you or prior to coming back to you. Be careful, Libra, that you don't end up with some STD because you want to be with someone. Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords, because it's going to be some kind of a decision. It's going to be decision-making time when it comes to this person. Do I let them back in, or do I just say hello for the, you know, grins and you know what else? Grins and giggles, as they say. You know what I really want to say. Or do I just close the door completely? Well, guys, that's your choice because you have free will. Because I do see a Three of Cups here. You might just open that door again. I don't know. Everyone has their own choice because everybody's an individual. You see this Emperor? That's you. The Emperor. Why? Because the Emperor comes out when they come out in an angry way, which I do feel that from the card today. I feel like they're not mean. They're not angry to the point of destruction, but they're angry enough to put their foot down and say, no, if you're trying to come back at me or towards me in the same kind of energy that you have in the past, where you're just playing with my emotions, you're playing with my time, you're playing with my heart, just keep going. Go find someone else to play with, because I'm done. And when you do tell that person that, you get the 5 of Wands. Why? Because they don't want to hear that, Libra. They don't want to hear that. They want, from what I'm gathering, they want you to, when they come towards you, arms wide open, ready to receive them, ready to start all over again like nothing happened. And I'm going to say that it's not that I don't think there's a possibility for some of you, maybe 3% of you, to start again with this person and have a happy ending, because it's coming out right here. But it's not going to be for everyone. I like to not sugarcoat. I don't sugarcoat my readings. I tell you guys what I see, because I'm not the kind of tarot reader that's going to be like, oh my God, you're going to be married in a month. No, I don't see that. I don't see that. So I'm not going to tell you that. But if I do see that some of you will be married, I'll tell you. But for this, I don't see that. Could you be happy with this person? That all depends, Libra. That all depends, Libra. That all depends, Libra. Why do I keep repeating myself is because for some of you, if you really want this person and you're going to be okay with being like, I don't know, not even a third wheel, the 4th person in line, the 5th person in line, the 6th person, the 7th person, the 10th person in line to sleep with this person and have somewhat of their attention on you, then you're going to be happy as a lark. But for the rest of you that have common sense about now, because of so many hiccups and so many bumps in the road with this particular person that I'm reading on today, you may not think that this is worth an opportunity for you to take. So just be careful. I do see, though, for some of you, you can be very, very happy with this person. But again, this person, this cross-watcher, must stop being a karmic towards you. Because even if they're your soulmate, even if they're your twin flame, they're acting, or they have been up to now, behaving like a karmic towards you. Someone that was brought into your life just to teach you lessons of how you don't want people to treat you. But some of them can change. But it's not going to take you changing them. Not even God is willing to change them at this time. God has given them the longest rope to hang themselves by the noose. Why? Because, like I said yesterday, some of these people, they've come into this lifetime the same way that they've come in before in other lifetimes. Yes, I do believe in reincarnation. I do believe that Christ rose. Yes, I do. And so therefore, if this is like their 3rd or 4th try at coming to this world fresh and clean, natural and innocent, and then you turn into nothing but consumed by lust, or lust for bodies, or lust for money, then they have some kind of possession going on there. They have a curse on them. And if they don't want to come clear from that curse, that's why yesterday I was telling you guys, I myself have had the pleasure of meeting my twin flame in this lifetime. However, in this lifetime, along with other 3 lifetimes, they've been attacked by a demon. And that curse, instead of trying to break it, they keep going towards that same demonic entity that's driving their passions. So you cannot stop that. God has brought those people into your life to see if knowing you and knowing the love that you can share with them, if that was going to be enough to break the curse. And I want to here and now clarify what I said yesterday on yesterday's reading. It's not that when I said I wouldn't go into the fight for my twin flame, I'm going to leave him behind and I'll just wait until God brings me someone else. The reason I said that is because if the person, Libra, has never said, I'm in love with you, Libra, help me, there's no reason for you to be in their business, because you're messing with their free will. if they haven't said, Libra, help me out of this misery, help me so that I'm not attached, this thing is not attached to me anymore. I want to change this lifetime around. I want to be with you, Libra, but I know there's something keeps me away, and I don't know what. We get together, we come closer, and then we're torn apart. I don't know what it is, Libra, but I want your help. Pray for me. What do I need to do? Because I don't want this anymore. I want for us to work out. That's different. That's different. If you're a true Libra, you love with all your heart, and you're going to go into the fray, and you're going to go get, I don't know how many priests and exorcists to help with that. But if the person doesn't tell you, Libra, I want help. If they tell you, I just want to go hoeing around, hoeing around, leave them alone. That's their job to fix themselves. That's their job to reach out to God and ask for that inner strength. You're not going to be able to help them, my dear. And all you're going to do in the end is make that person hate you more. Why? Because they don't want to change. They love the way that they feel when that demon takes over them, because it allows them to be free of remorse. They don't have to feel guilty about anything, because they're just doing what they're feeling, right? So think about that. So be very careful, and also think about the fact that you'd have to go against a demon. And what does the Bible say? If you don't do it right, more will come in their place. So then you'll be battling more, and then you're going to have the bad luck. You're going to have sickness, illness. You're going to be destitute, etc. Why? Because you're taking on demons, and that's not everyday normal people's responsibility. You don't know how to do that. Don't touch that. Leave it alone. Again, unless they ask you for help, leave it alone, Libra. Leave it alone. 8 of coins, guys. 8 of coins. I see that this person, they know that if they walk away with the 8 of cups, they also walk away from their coins with the 8 of coins there to meet the 8 of cups. So that's what makes them feel like they're tied and bound. 9 of wands there. They are looking to free themselves, though. This is what the card says. They are looking to free themselves. Let's hope and pray that they have enough strength to do that. They have the Chariot there to help them to get away. A chance to get away, they're saying. I don't know. I'm feeling like for some of them, they had a fight. They had an argument to end all arguments. And so that gave an opening for this person to have one foot out the door. Whether they're going to do it or not, well, let's see, okay? You have the 7 of coins trying to grow something. You have the King of Swords coming out. What are they trying to grow? They're trying to grow enough, I'm going to say BALLS. Yeah, apostrophe. They're trying to grow some so they can leave. Because they're trying to battle that demon or that dragon there. You see the dragon? Think about St. George, right? The dragon slayer. So you have the Empress here. Who is the Empress? They're trying to come to a decision with the Empress. The Empress could be the mother of their children. For some. They're trying to see how much money they can get away with or leave with the 10 of coins there. But there's a hangman. Every time that conversation comes up, that's why they don't leave. There's a hangman there. And there is something with the Knave of Swords that they feel like they've been spied on. So this person may know all their secrets, right? And may spill the beans if they leave. You have the Queen of Chalices. I think that's you, Libra. I really do think that's you. And you have the Magician. 2 things are coming out here. For some of you, you might be practitioners. I used to be. So there's no shame in that. I don't look down my nose at Christians, pagans, or anyone. The only people I look down my nose at are people that have a religion that allows them to kill in the name of their God for no apparent reason. I'm sorry, but you're just not my cup of tea. Sorry. Different channel. But for those that believe in a higher power, in God, you have to understand this person believes that you're, either a magical being or that you do perform magic, and I think they want protection. I'm going to say that again. I think they want you to protect them in some sort of way against the crazy, angry karmic, the soon-to-be ex, so they can leave, because I feel like they can't leave otherwise. You see the security? Somehow they want you to secure their finances for them. Here we have juicio, el juicio. So judgment is coming out. Why is it coming out? Because they don't know if you're going to take them back, Libra. Five of Wands. Five of Wands. They don't know if you're gonna take them back. You're going to have to act with wisdom, because this person, if they're coming in to be with you again, Libra, I say, so long as they're coming in different, they learned their lesson, they actually want to be with you, they actually want to grow with you, they actually want to give towards the relationship, and for it to become a real relationship this time, where there's mutual respect and admiration, there's love, there's passion, there's affection. That's different, Libra. But for people to just come in because they want you to protect them, because they think you're magical, what the fuck? Excuse my French, but no. You better be coming with more than gimme Libra, okay? You better be coming with more than that. We're going into the hoodoo deck. Come on now. I'm not here for your pleasure. I'm here for mine. And if you can't, give me something that's tangible, like a real relationship, nah, go fly a kite, like my parents used to say. Or like other parents used to say, go play on the freeway. No, that's all right. That's quite all right. Don't need that. All right. So let's see with the hoodoo deck. Anything else that you guys like to tell us? Let's see. Is there a new love coming in for Libra? What can you tell us? Is there a new love coming in? Not an old love that's new, but a new love. new. Some new love, please. And thank you. Okay. And in case you're wondering, this is in my Siete Machos, but it's Agua Florida. It's Agua Florida. This is a heavy reading here that I've done. Okay. Four of Knives. Some of you guys really do need some rest there. I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe you're tired from the week and you still haven't caught up to your energy. But you know what? It's the Empress. The Empress needs rest. So if you're coming out as the Empress, Libra, you're being asked to have some rest there. You do have the Magician here. It's coming out. How extraordinary. How extraordinary. I think you need rest, but I think somebody else is coming in. The Daughter of Coins. Ah, interesting. For some of you out there that are practitioners, you need to do some more. That sounded funny. For some of you out there that are practitioners, and you know what I'm talking about, even if you're not into magic, if you're into Reiki, like I am, I'm a Reiki sensei. If you're into cleansings or anything of that nature, or even if you're a masseur, anything where you have to touch someone, even an esthetician that touches people because they do their faces, right? For the people, makeup, whatever, they're saying you need to do some more. Meaning you need to go and bring in some more work. It's the work that you need to be doing. It's the work that you need to be drumming up. Because they want you to do more. In doing more, you're going to get more money. And I know that sounds funny. That's why I was laughing. But that's what they're telling me. If you want more money, do more. Do more. Let's take a look. What else is coming? So you had the Daughter of Coins, which was telling us if you want to capitalize or you want some more finances coming your way, do more. Daughter of Sticks is coming out. So you have information again. They keep telling me with every deck, guys, you have information that's coming your way very, very swiftly. You have the Daughter of Sticks with the Eight of Sticks. So again, in reference to finances, you've got information coming to you quickly. Okay, in reference to finances, moolah, money, dough, lettuce, you're going to have lots of messages come through. Okay, you have the Son of Coins. I already told you guys that this person is somebody that is meant to help you somehow, some way. You have the Seven of Knives. Be very, very careful. You have the Seven of Knives. You have the Eight of Knives. Not everybody is your friend. They're frenemies. Be careful, because when someone is coming towards you and they're telling you, oh, Libra, just ask for help. I want to help you. No, they don't. Be careful who you accept help from, especially at work. No, they don't. They don't want to help you. They want to help you right out of a job. Be careful with that. So you got the Seven of Knives right next to the Eight of Knives. So you're going to feel tested, because on the one hand, you know, you'd love to work as a community at work, right? Because the truth is, we spend a lot of time at work. So we want to be near the people that, you know, closer to the people that we work with for 8 to 10 or 12 hours like I do at times. You want to grow close to them, but sometimes you don't know how close to get, because some people, truth is, they just want to know your business, and then they're going to spread your business. So be careful. Be careful. You're going to feel tested, because they might say it in front of others. Oh, Libra, just come to me. You know I want to help you. No, that's BS. The King of Coins does want to help, but this younger person does not want to help you. They actually want quite the opposite. Be careful with that. They're asking you to have strength. Oh, restrain yourself. Restrain your mouth, because the Five of Swords is coming out. The Nine of Knives and the Five of Knives is coming out. So the Five of Swords along with the Nine of Swords is coming out. I feel like when that person tells you, Libra, you know, you can count on me. You can come and ask me and I'll help you. I feel like choose your words wisely, Libra, but I do believe that you are going to tell this person, actually, you've shown me quite the opposite. You say that with your mouth, and I thank you for that. However, this has been my experience, that when I'm not near or when I'm out of earshot, you say quite the opposite to people. You go around telling stories to people that make them feel like I don't know how to do my job. So something like that is okay. Fighting words is not okay. Remember, don't do a tit for a tat either. Just point out the obvious is what Spirit is telling me. And it's going to make you happy for some reason when you respond in that way, in a more sophisticated way than just fighting with people. I think you're going to be fine, because look, the Sun card comes out, the happiness, and the Sun card, 10 of Cups, 10 of Baskets, along with the Sun, Big Mama comes out. So you're going to be happy. You're going to be happy with that. And somebody's going to walk away looking a lot like that. LOL. Yeah, I know. They don't look very good, but they're going to be mad mugging you or mean mugging you, like we used to say in the early 2000s, you know. Now they call it big mad. Yeah, they're going to be big mad because they can't defeat you. So long as you speak only relatively to what is being told to you and you counter that with the truth, that's different. But if you stand there and say, no, you're just a little piece of LOL, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna pronounce that, but you know what I'm saying. Don't go and fight with anybody. The Fool is coming out. Let's see what the Fool is bringing. Let's take a look. The Fool is coming in with the Two of Coins. Why? Dr. Buzzard is coming out with the Justice. Like I said, guys, if you're telling the truth and you're keeping it short, sweet, and to the point, that's fine. Don't fight with these people. Six of Baskets. You're not the same as the way that they thought you were. Son of Knives. Because before you could, Two of Sticks, Two of Wands, before they could snow you, before you wouldn't say anything, before they could take you and wipe the floor with you, like they say, but not anymore. Three of Baskets, because you're not afraid to tell them where to go. Father of baskets. Father of baskets. Seven of coins. I think that eventually they'll start leaving you alone. When they feel like they cannot F with you anymore, they're going to leave you alone. Son of sticks. Ace of coins. Daughter of baskets. Because you're defending people. You're not only defending yourself, you're defending other people. See that? Three of coins. Five of baskets. So they're going to feel slowly and surely, they're going to feel left out, but that's not your fault or your problem. Mother of sticks. Nobody wants to be talked to in a condescending way. Nobody wants to be talked to by a frenemy. Trust me, I know this better than anybody. Ace of sticks. Nobody wants to talk to a frenemy. We talk to them at work because we don't have a choice. We're trying to keep everything kosher. But the truth is, if we didn't have to talk to them, we'd be even happier. So they get what they get, and that's what they deserve. Four of sticks. I'm telling you that you're going to have somebody that's coming into your life soon. Nine of sticks, you're kind of worried about that. Possibly at work. Be careful with that. Be careful with that. But you have the two of baskets. I'm telling you, somebody's going to be keen on you. Somebody's going to be keen on you. They are asking you for the hermit. Okay, so the presence of the hermit there is telling you, be careful with that. Be careful with that. Be careful with that, okay? Father of knives. So you have more than one person or suitor coming towards you. You have Bishop Mason. So you have the Hierophant that's coming in. The Hierophant is coming in with the King of Swords, the Father of Knives here. My goodness. But you know what? They're wanting to give you the world where maybe before they didn't offer you anything. Let's see. Railroad, the Chariot. They want you to go places with them. Meaning they might even want you to move in with them. Son of baskets, bringing in love. Mother of knives. So if we look at this here, just here, there are either two air signs or this is a good match because it's the Father of knives with the Mother of knives. But just be careful and make sure that whoever it is that you let in your life, that they're coming in and offering you something that they're actually going to bring about. And like I told y'all on last week's reading, please make sure that these people that you're taking back can at least hold up their end of the bargain for the first 3 months. If they can hold it up for the first 3 months, it's going to take root and they're going to go forward, move forward with you. But if you're taking someone back that right away they change back to the way that you know you don't want them in your life, be careful with that, Libra. Why do I say that? Because here's the devil. They feel like you can't resist them. This Father of Swords feels like this Mother of Swords cannot resist them. But what they don't know is that there's a King of Coins. Father of Coins. Daughter of Knives. There's a King of Coins that's also watching you. So here's the moral of the story. Libra, male or female, I don't care. You know, if you're my male counterparts or my female counterparts, it doesn't matter. You're going to have 2 to 3 people towards this end of this year and going into the next year. You're going to have 2 to 3 people after you. Choose wisely is all I have to say, because it's your choice. Wow. But we have the Hangman for the Father of Coins. Okay. That one's going to be a little slower. Miss Ada. You have the High Priestess here. You have the High Priestess coming in. So that one's in... Oh, that one is in secret. The Father of Coins, you don't know that person wants to come towards you. You don't know that person likes you like that. You don't know, Libra. It's making me blush because that's a big surprise. You don't know that this person, like, they hold themselves back from you. This is a new person. This is a person that knows you, but I don't think you've ever been in a relationship with this person, because this person is holding back from you, and it's in secret here. I like her expression, right? Because that's the way I felt right now when I was getting all blushed and turning all kinds of red for you guys. This person admires you from afar. It feels like either they just like to look at you, or they like to think about you, or something about you they like, but they don't come towards you and declare themselves. It's in secret here, and it's coming slow with the Hangman. But judgment is in your favor with this person. So I say if you could wait, I don't see why not. 10 of Knives. 10 of Knives. Something has to end in order for this person to come in. They're afraid of losing their job. That's the 8 of Coins. They're afraid of losing their job. 6 of Sticks. Because they're higher than you are. So they could lose their job if people get wind of it, or if it doesn't go right. You have the John Horse, which is the Emperor. This person has clout. This person has status. And for some of you, it is in a workplace, and they don't want to lose their position in order to get closer to you. So they're just admiring you for right now from afar. Father of Sticks. So why is the Father of Sticks here now? 6 of Knives, because they're trying to roll onto a better horizon, get into maybe dry land, right? Where maybe possibly they've been going out into the ocean, and it's been tumultuous. It's been really rocky. The courting. So it's not that they don't want to come towards you. I feel like the Father of Coins and the Father of Sticks is the same person. I don't think that they don't want to come towards you. I feel like they're guarded because of their status. So just look out for somebody that might be staring at you when you least expect, or you don't realize that they stare at you. The Ancestors, there's the Death card right there. 4 baskets. Be careful with arguments this next week coming. 9 of baskets. Choose to be happy. Choose to be happy. Don't choose to. If you hear other people complaining, whining, fighting, acting some kind of way, let them. Let them. You stay out of that. 10 of Coins. For some of you that will be getting a higher position, some people are going to feel like you don't deserve it, or like very jealous of you. It's okay. The grandchildren are coming out. The Star. Okay, so you have star energy, and I keep telling you guys that you have star energy, and your energy attracts a lot of people, both people that are pro you, like pro you rising up and being something or moving forward in a place of business, but others are against you because they're jealous. 5 of Sticks, like I said, because they're jealous. So there'll be gossip about you. Just be careful. Even if you do see people staring at you, just take that in as, wow, they admired me. And if it's supposed to be, they will act on their feelings. Okay? Ace of Baskets. Ace of Cups. Yep. So the moment they know about the person in your life, their gossip is going to start, and it's going to rain like water. Rain like water, flooding. They're just going to be telling all your stuff. So just be careful. Don't let people know. Temperance is going to be needed. Be careful with that, okay? 7 of Baskets, 7 of Cups. You're going to start imagining all these things. But, be happy whatever happens. If it is somebody that comes to you and they declare themselves to you and they treat you well, why not? That's not something you should be ashamed of. 3 of Knives. 3 of Knives. For some of you, you also will fear getting found out and not wanting to lose your job. I don't think you're going to lose your job. Here's the Wheel of Fortune coming right after that with the Six of Coins. With the Six of Coins. You know, I'm going to tell you something before I go on to the next card. When I was in the military, we were in the military at a time where women, and they probably still treat women like that, where women, if we rose in rank, if we made rank, as they say, oh, who are they sleeping with? Oh, they must be showing, you know, some skin in the stairwells, because believe it or not, that's where the idiots would go to have sex. And so it didn't matter that you had the intelligence, you had the schooling, and, you know, you had the MOS. No, if you were a female, you had to be dropping your drawers somewhere in order to get rank. So just think about it that way, because it looks like a male energy for some of my females here is admiring you in secret. And but the thing is, when either they see that person admiring you or they see you flirt back, they're gonna feel like, oh, that's why they're gaining. That's where they're gaining ground, because they like them like that, because they're fooling around, because something's going on. So, you know, let people talk. Let people talk. Some people just like the mess. They're messy people. Just let them talk. 8 of Baskets. Okay, 8 of Cups. 9 of Coins. You're going to be doing bank. So who cares? Who cares what they say? Mother of Baskets. You're very loving and kind, and that's why people are drawn to you. Ace of Swords, and that is the truth. You have your new beginnings coming. You've had your tough times, your uphill battles. You've had it. You've had it. You've done it. And you've superseded that. So, you know, it is what it is. I love this card. The 7 of Sticks it's a crocodile head. See that? It just, you know, reminds me of Egypt, but it reminds me of Louisiana at the same time. But I'm telling you, these people just want to set you up for failure. Don't buy into it. Because if you do, you know, seeing the moon, you're going to get very emotional. And again, picking your battles, because you could end up saying the wrong thing. Don't do that. 4 of Coins, so long as you're doing well, and so long as financially you're doing well, with the 4 of Coins, you're sitting pretty with your security. You have the 5 of Coins here. Okay, so you may have come from the 5 of Coins, and now you have security. And you don't want that security to be taken away from you, right? Who could blame you? But don't feel like just because people want to spread rumors that that's going to be enough to get you to quit or to lose your job. It's not true. Mother of Coins is coming in, and your last card is the Big House, which is a tower. Your life is changing, Libra. For some of you that I'm not talking to, that are not relating anything to job itself, your life is going to change. For those of you that have careers, your life is going to change in your career. Either you get another position and they believe that you have been placed there because of your looks, or because there's an attraction there, a romance there. It really doesn't matter what they think. What matters is what you think. And if you've struggled in the past and you're now not struggling, that's the only thing you've got to keep your eye on. Don't worry about what other people say. Don't worry about that they talk about you or they don't talk about you. Because the truth is, if you were irrelevant, they wouldn't be talking about you. Think about it that way. If you were insignificant, if you were not a threat to people, if they didn't feel like you were smarter than them, they wouldn't be talking about you. You wouldn't be on their mouth. You wouldn't be on their tongue. So just think about it that way, that you must have some significance as a human being, because otherwise they wouldn't even bother with you. I'm just saying. I hope nobody got offended by that, but it's the truth. So let's see what these Gypsy Witch Tarot cards have to tell us. Let's see what else is coming towards you, Libra. Let's take a look here. And again, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for being here. Please hit that like button. Scroll with your little index finger all the way to the left until you see the hype button and hype the video so more people can get to see this video. Please and thank you. And also again, I'm only 30 away from the subscribers so that I can be at 5,000 count. Please do join this family. I'd love to have you. I love reading your names out loud. I love seeing your names week after week. It just gives me joy. And I wouldn't have this channel if it were not for you. So I'm very grateful to you indeed. I promise you that. You have the Shepherd's card number 52. It says the Shepherd indicates an intense love of life and a strong fellowship. So your life force right now is very strong, and I do feel like whatever happened the last 5 years, don't bring it forward with you in the next coming days. And we are also, because I've only got like 2 or 3 decks to go, I do want to announce that I'm not going to be doing the New Year's reading on New Year's Day. Instead, I'm going to be doing it on the 3rd. And the reason I'm going to be doing it on the 3rd is because I need, if you want to be a part of it, to go and get your parsley and your agua florida and have that ready for the live, because we're going to do the cleansing, okay? So yeah, that's what I want you to do. Let's bring in the new year and let's get rid of the residue, okay? The stork. So you got the stork. So it says you're going to be changing residence sooner or later for the better according to the distance. And it came out second there. So there's change of coming for some of you. Like I always tell you guys, it could be you traveling across the world. You know, I always imagined myself living in Holland since I lived in Germany, and Holland was just my cup of tea at that time, and I loved it there. But for some of you, it might be another country. For some of you, it might be a city or another state or maybe a town, you know, moving maybe 30 miles away from where you currently live. But it looks like for some of you, you will be moving. There will be relocation happening there. You have the lilies, which foretell family sorrow if lying by the clouds. And there are no clouds so far, so let's hope. Nope. So I'm telling you, there's gonna be careful there, guys. Be careful, because the sensation I just got with the second card is, for some of you, the person coming back is gonna put you in a triangle again. Secret discoveries come out, but also immorality came out. So infidelity, immorality. Be careful that people don't put you into their mess, okay? Especially if you're like me. I try to cleanse myself of negative energies. I don't try to draw them in. Does that make sense? I'm not the type that's gonna be like, oh yeah, I want all of everybody's sludge. Have you ever seen sludge? Have you ever seen mud? And you're trying to walk through the mud and it just gets like, it looks like a bar of fudge or something, where it just forms like, I don't know, it flattens and it just keeps going. You're trying to walk and it's just flattening it and stretching like taffy. Yeah, we don't want that sludge in our lives. We don't want the murkiness, because believe it or not, how you're going to tell, and I'm telling you this because I've been a practitioner for, oh my gosh, almost 40 years now, as far as energy works are concerned. And I'm telling you, when you feel happy, joyous, everything's going your way, and then people come back in your life, or you start dating someone, and all of a sudden they start getting a new job, and they start getting you this, that, or the other, and they come into money, and you can't pay your rent, your car breaks down, you start having all this bad luck. It's the person you're with. It's the person that is hooked onto your energy. Because remember, if you're someone that has or carries a lot of light, the issue here is that they're taking your light, so they're draining you of your positive energy and leaving you their murky, sludgy energy. Be very careful with that. And I'm saying that because these two cards, the lilies came out right next to the book, so there is a mystery, meaning there is a secret that you're about to come into contact, or it's going to come into view for you. Someone that's wanting to talk about either marriage or their marriage, they feel like they're surrounded by enemies. See that mountain? Yeah. You see the draining of their bank account? Yeah, I see it. That's horrible. Oh, Lord. You see that? Because they're in a viper's nest. See, Spirit always tells me, they always ready me for what's to come. And I haven't even, I hadn't even put the cards out yet. I have them in my hand. I mean, you can clearly see that I have them in my right hand. But Spirit already told me, you don't want the sludge in your life. And then look what comes out. So none of this energy is yours, Libra. Be very careful with it. Not to say that you can't be happy with this person. They're remembering good times with you there, with the children. And for a lot of you, it is either same sex, male with male, or for my ladies, it is a male that's coming back into your life. You have the tree here, which is announcing good health and well-being. And that's a good thing. But this person is going to fake feeling good about themselves, about their life. The truth is, if you were to find out about their secrets, their marriage for some of them is on the rocks. They deemed their person, their karmic person, as an enemy. They're coming out as a viper. They're coming out as the mountain. They're coming out stealing money or taking all their money. Meanwhile, this person comes back and acting as if, oh, I'm so happy. I am just so happy. No, you're not happy. With the 9 here, it's showing that there's dire misfortune around this person. So no, they're not happy. And that's the other thing, Libra. Even if somebody, I'm going to use myself as an example. If somebody comes back into my life and they want to tell me everything, that's one thing. Because they're no longer lying to me. And I'd rather know the truth, even if it hurts me. But if somebody comes back into your life still lying, still keeping things from you, you don't need them in your life, Libra, because that means they're never, ever going to be honest with you. If they can't even tell you the truth of what's going on in their own life without you, then you really think they're going to be truthful and honest when they're in a relationship with you? No, they're not. But they want to sail to smoother waters, and I'm telling you, this relocation may be happening to them. Why? Because there's a lot of family quarrels there. There's a lot of problems this person is going through. And no trust. There's no trust. There's no trust. I'm going to say that's mutual. It goes both ways. The karmic doesn't trust the cross watcher. The cross watcher doesn't trust the karmic. And the cross watcher doesn't trust you, because if they did, they'd come clean. I mean, let's just put it this way. Being that I'm an adult, a mature adult at this point, I totally get there's some things that are so embarrassing, you don't want anybody to know, right? You don't want anybody to know. Like, if somebody cheated on you, you don't want people to know because you feel bad about it, right? That they're going to think you're such an idiot or whatever. Hey, that's their problem if that's what they think. It happens to all of us. Stole my money. I don't want nobody to know that they made a fool out of me. You know what? It happens. It happens. But if they don't want to come clean, Libra, and tell you at least a little bit at a time and be honest, come clean with the truth, you don't need them in your life, Libra, because coming in, they should tell you, I need you to know, we're about to get a divorce. We're about to break up. Why? Because this person stole money from me, or this person put money aside in a different account, or this money, was overspent, or they spent money that was part of a business. They shouldn't even been touching the business account. They were buying their own personal things from a business account. They shouldn't have been doing that. Whatever it is, they owe the IRS, they're going to jail, whatever it is, funny money. When people write checks that they shouldn't be doing, or they're just embezzling money, whatever it is. There's something going on here of why they're losing the money and why they feel this person is an enemy. So they should tell you everything. And if they can't tell you the truth, Libra, my God, they probably will never tell you the truth. On the other hand, they feel like you're trustworthy, or that you've been loyal, So they want to pretend like they're also going to be loyal to you. Here we have the tracks, right? Which again is telling me about a journey. So 3 times they've already had a journey that is being foretold for them. And they feel that once they move or once they take that journey, they're going to have better luck. And I think they will, as a matter of fact. I really do believe if they surround themselves by true people, people that actually want good for them. And by that I mean people that are going to be, how should I say, advising them to do things in life differently. If you did this in life this way, you went down this path and it worked out this way with number one enemy, which is your wife or husband, or girlfriend that lives in, boyfriend that lives in, then do things differently this time. What is that Einstein said? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different outcome. You need to do something different, cross watcher, and perhaps that difference is come clean, tell the truth to your Libra. Hand in hand indicates finding someone with disposition that is very friendly. Friendship will warm into love. So if they can come in, even as a friend, Libra, and come in and tell you the truth and not expect sex or anything from you, but just start it as a friend even, that would be acceptable, don't you think? Because at least it would be, estuviera sano, right? La relación estuviera sana. So it would be a healthy relationship to where it wouldn't be like, oh, wow, they're just coming into my life and dumping all their crap on me. And what do I do with all this, right? No, it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way at all. So let's see what they come back as. If they come back and actually literally change the way that they do things, their MO, as they say, because their MO in the past has been what? I tell you nothing. I come in with a smile on my face. I pretend like my life is so golden. Nothing goes wrong in my life. I'm perfection walking. You admire me. They admire me. Everyone admires me in my life because it's perfect. I have no flaws on me or my life. And the truth is, anybody that watches tarot has been telling you, and that does tarot has been telling you for months, and some of you for years, that this person has been living a lie with not only the finances that are now not as how should I say, not as secure as they used to be. And not only that, but their life is even more of a joke than it ever was. The only people they've been lying to is themselves and possibly people that don't know them on a personal level. But if you've gotten close to the Libra's already read you like a book. And Libra knows that your life is not golden. You have somebody that you stay with or that you live with that you're only with because of the money, the finances, or because they let you do whatever you want. You get away with murder and they take you back. But other than that, your life is not enviable. Your life is pitiful. Let's see what the Moonology cards are saying to us. Luck is on your side. Look at that, Libra. Luck is on your side. Look at the bigger picture. And both are Sagittarius cards. So lots of fire. Oh, wow. And I didn't look. Do you see that? They're both arrows. Bow and arrow. So pointing at the target, hitting the target. They both have a mauve pink energy about them. Lots of love, lots of compassion, lots of affection that you get from people coming up soon. Don't try to, wow, for some of you, don't shoot the messenger, just the oracle here. Don't try to blot out your past mistakes, my loves. The mistakes are not really mistakes. Those are learning tools, learning time, a time to learn from what you did that wasn't either you didn't do it the right way or it came out really wrong, and you might have either hurt yourself, hurt other people, but you learned something from it. Then it's a learning time, a learning moment, a teaching moment. It's not for you to try to blot out all the things that you didn't do right in your past. Your past is your past. You've just got to learn from those things, those decisions that maybe were unwise at the time, but at the time you thought they were a good decision. Okay, so be it. I can't, and again, using myself just as an example, let's say I start dating someone right now. And let's say 10 years ago, they did things that they're not proud of. Even if they choose to tell me about those things, why am I going to hold that against them? If they're not that same person today, and moreover, if they've realized that in the past they either were not mature or that they made decisions that harmed themselves or others, but now they're a different and a totally changed person, why am I going to hold that against them? And why should they hold it over themselves? I know a lot of people, and I'm not perfect either. If you've asked God for forgiveness and you changed from that moment forward, you don't do the same thing, you don't act the same way, you don't make the same types of decisions so cavalierly, then who cares what you've done in the past? The past is the past, and we cannot hold that over people's heads. It's not right. So whoever it is I'm talking to, whatever you've done in the past, stop trying to blot it out, meaning cover it up. Don't do that. Instead, just go and do something better with yourself or better decisions this next time. A time for healing. Like I said, don't try to blot it out because we're not perfect. So instead, just make sure that you learned from it and move forward. You are good enough. Again, with the mistakes in life, sometimes it can force us to feel like, wow, we make so many mistakes, or people think we made mistakes when we were younger and so we're not good enough. No, you're more than good enough. God does not make junk, and you just have to know that so long as you took note of it, mental note as they say, and march on saying, I'm never going to do that again, and meaning it, that's all that's needed. The energy is growing momentum. Do you see how it went from pink, now it's from green, which is your heart chakra, into a pink again? A new start is coming soon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the first card that I was talking about. And now I'm showing you this. Why do they look like that? Because an ending is also something that looks dark, right? It's an end. You want to put it to an end, it comes to an end, it gets dark, right? Like, let's say the day, it's the daylight, and then at night it gets dark, right? The ending of a day. Okay, the ending of whatever it was that you went through, whether you were a youth at that time or a young adult or what have you, it's done. You also have the darkness, but if you look at the rim, there's white. Why? Because it's a new moon. And so this is a time to start something new. And starting something new can also, one thing I don't like, and I used to do this, guys, oh my gosh, let's say about 5 years back, even, I was still doing it to myself. One thing I cannot stand is for people to self-deprecate. Do not say things like, I'm so stupid, I'm dumb, I'm not worthy, or I make a lot of mistakes, or nobody, you know, I don't ever get anything good, and nobody likes me, and no one loves me. Don't use words like that. Don't use words like that on yourself. Just say, oh man, I cannot believe I did that. That's it, you know, and then make a change. Make a change. Don't tell yourself you're this, that, or the other, because it's not true. So stop that. Don't talk that way to yourself. Hold your vision. Hold your vision. For some of you, you've come to start looking forward to our Sunday readings. And the reason you have is because we do our coming together with the energy works. And we start on our goal. We start energizing our goal. So for those that want to do that, hold on. I have one more deck. Let's see what this deck is going to tell us, and then we will do that. So before we start with that particular exercise, it's a 3-minute meditation. Start thinking about what you want to energize right now, so that when we get to that point, you'll have that one thing you want to help to grow, to manifest. And we'll do that together. Okay, Spirit, in closing, is there anything else that you would like to tell the Libras that they need to know? Please and thank you. Put my glasses on here. OMG. What did I say? Ending. Divorce. I don't think I have to beat that horse. That's a dead horse, like they say. I don't have to beat that dead horse. Get an angel card, please. Something positive. I'm telling you, somebody's going through a divorce. Whether they tell you about it, Libra, or not, they're going through a divorce. Okay. Let's see. The angel of spontaneity. I choose to be spontaneous in my life and interactions with life. When we free ourselves from limiting beliefs, what did I say? And values, the spiritual energy flows through us naturally without the inhibitions that imprison our minds and hearts. We develop an ability to tune in to the essence within people and things and dissipate the fear and emotions that block us from being spontaneous. The precision of spontaneity is something present in nature and flows as a gift of love. Love yourselves, my dears. Love yourselves. I'm telling you, God is so good. He always knows what we need. And he's always on time, even when we think, oh my God, this, that, or the other is not going to happen for me. I've had plenty of times in the past, where I had told myself, my God, I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, yeah, I would pray and everything, but I would be like, I don't know what I'm going to do. There was one time when I had $100 or $150 towards my rent. And I was wondering what was going to happen. Because I wasn't going to be able to pay my rent. And I had a job, but still the money wasn't, it wasn't coming. It wasn't enough, right? It was already promised. You guys that have lived paycheck to paycheck understand what I'm saying. So the bills were already, owed. That money was already owed. I didn't know what I was going to do. But I'm telling you, God is always on time. Always on time. And I like to tell this story because it's not only true, but it was so unexpected. So I was praying and praying, God, please, I don't know what to do. I don't want to be thrown out of my apartment. I don't want to live in the street. I don't know what to do. Please, I need a miracle. All of a sudden I looked down, not that same day, of course, but I looked down at my phone and I was like, I know I'm not seeing correctly. So it was a Cash App, right? It was Cash App message that came across my screen, and I was like, that's really weird. Maybe they're sending me the private contractor, the 1099. They always give you that at the end of the year. You have to declare. I thought that's what it was, so I clicked on it, and I was like, well, okay, that's fine. And I'm looking down, and I'm seeing $7.99, and I'm like, who would send me $7.99 out of the blue? That's what I thought to myself. And I was like, that's interesting. So I'm looking at it and I see the name and I look at it again and it wasn't $7.99. It was $799. That was the amount. I needed $800 to make my rent. And I was like floored. I wanted to cry. I didn't know what to do. I just, I got on my knees and I thanked God. That person was so happy with the readings and the advice that I had given her through the years that she literally sent that as a thank you. That was the biggest tip I've ever had in my whole entire career of doing tarot for people or cleansings. So what I'm trying to say is, don't count God out because you think it's too late. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to get out of this. God always finds a way for you, even if it has to be done by a miracle. So nonetheless, let's get down to business, guys. Let's get down to our 3-minute meditation. And especially since we have our New Year's coming, we want to make sure that whatever we're growing is going to come to fruition by 2026. So I hope you have that in your mind, what you want to work on, and let's go. So the way it's going to work is I'm going to light my candle that I got for Christmas. Remember, guys, for you that are returning, I got it during the Christmas parade because we were supposed to do the tree lighting, and by the time we got there, they had already done the tree lighting. But nonetheless, I took the candle. So we've been lighting the candle, and we're going to light the candle until there's no more candle to light. So let's get into it. So I do it with my eyes closed. I invite you to close your eyes. If you're in your house, nobody's going to see you doing it anyway. If you have other people in the room, please ask them to leave or do it with you, because otherwise they kind of disturb the energy and it doesn't allow you to fully form what you're going to be doing. So let's go, Libra. Let's go. So, and for those Aries and other people that are here, please, you're welcome to join. So right now, I want you to look to your left, and to your left, you're going to have a black screen that looks like either a turned off computer or a turned off TV set. It's just a black screen. I want you to think about what it is you want to grow. What do you need help growing? It has to help you and benefit you and at least one other person in this life. Otherwise, it's frivolous. We don't ask for diamonds. We don't ask for furs, jewelries, Ferraris, boats, mansions, none of that. Things you actually need if you want to grow a business, if you want to get a degree, if you want children, whatever it is that you're praying on has to benefit humanity somehow, some way. If you already have what it is that you have in your mind that you want to grow, then please start bringing it into your mind's eye. On your screen to your left. Now start building it. What does it look like? What does it taste like? What does it feel like? Okay. Now I want you to move to the middle screen that's right in front of you. And I want you to finish building whatever it is, whether it's your business that you want to open, whether it's your college degree that you want to get, whether it's having children, like I said, buying a house, getting a car. What does it look like? What color is it? How do you want it to come to you? Does it matter? Doesn't it matter? Is it something that's coming from yourself, or do you want the divine to deliver it to you? Do you need help with that? What does it look like? Where is the money coming from? Where is the opportunities coming from? Are you asking God for people that surround you, that'll give you these opportunities, that'll help you build this up? What does it look like to you? Okay. If you're ready, when you're ready, please look at your last screen, which is to your right. I want you to imagine you see someone walking towards you. I want you to start walking towards them too. As they come into view, you see that that's Archangel Michael coming your way. You are going to hand them whatever it is that you have, your goal, your dream, whatever it is that you are working on. You're going to hand it to him because he's going to take it to God so that it can be made manifest. When you're done, you can open your eyes and we are done, okay? So that has been our reading for today, for Sunday. I hope everybody is doing well, and I hope you will have a wonderful rest of your week or start of your week, that you will have some gas. Please pay attention to the angels heating. Love yourself. Don't keep harping on your past mistakes, because trust me when I tell you, there are plenty out there that will remind you of the mistakes that you've made along the way. What they will never be able to see, unless they're enlightened as well, is how much you've grown and how much you've changed, and the fact that you're not the same person anymore. Let's blow this out. Peace, love, and light for everyone. Guys, until we meet again, this week coming, I will try to come on during the week and give you another update for your week. But until then, guys, love yourself and free yourself from any regret. The only regret you should have is if you already find yourself in the cemetery and there's nothing more for you to do here and no way to change anything that you've done or haven't done in the past. No way to self-course correct. Since you're still breathing and there's energy and there's some breath in your lungs, be happy and forgive yourself for whatever it is that happened in the past. It was the past. Maybe you were too young. Maybe you were too immature. Maybe you didn't have the life skills because perhaps in the parenting from your parents, they didn't teach you that. Be good to yourself, be loving to yourself, and forgive yourself for that. Because the truth is, the people that are here to persecute you and to tell you how bad you were in the past or how bad the decisions were that you made in the past, they're never going to see what beauty God has made of you from the inside out. They won't ever be able to see because they're too busy being legalistic people that are only here to judge others and never see the sty in their own eye. I love you guys, and hopefully this was your reading. I tried to do a hodgepodge to reach as many people out there as possible because I know not everybody is waiting on a love. But nonetheless, guys, I love you to pieces. And again, with all my heart and with all my love, I ask, please do subscribe, become part of this YouTube family. Please do hit the like button, and thereafter just scroll with your finger to the left and you'll see the hype button. Please do hype this video. I love you and God loves you, which is more important. Till we see each other again. Bye, guys.